Hi, I'm G.
And I'm Michelle.
And we are
the Bin Pickers. How are you guys doing today?
Good, good.
No, good, good, good. Okay, so today we're going to talk about...
Sold Friday.
What is... Yeah, right?
Is that right?
No,
Something
not
like
really.
That. I don't even know what day it is.
We're actually going to talk about selling flawed items on eBay. Okay?
Okay.
So we've done this since the beginning that we've been selling on eBay. We will still list something if it has a flaw. Right?
It depends on the item, but yes.
Most of the time. Okay, so if we get items that we know are going to sell, if they were in good condition, that are still going to sell well, we will still get it if it's flawed. Right?
Right. Sometimes flawed items sell for more than if they didn't have flaws. Believe it or not. I mean, we've sold smart wool with holes and stuff for more than we sell them if they don't have holes.
Right. So what I'll do on the listing, well, what he'll do at first is he'll take the picture of the flaw, whether it be whole, stretched out, whatever it is, right? Rip, whatever. He'll take a picture, and when I'm listing, I try to make sure I either put flaw or read in the title so people know. And then I will make sure I put in the description that what the flaws are, or flaw, or whatever, right? We list quite a bit of flawed items.
Yes.
I mean, not only because if you go to, and you get stuff and it has a flaw once you get home.
Yeah, sometimes you don't catch it.
Right.
And sometimes we see it and go, I don't care if this has a flaw, I'm still going to get it.
Definitely.
So.
And that's usually what, like even our highest selling thing, I know it's years ago now. I mean, I guess 3 years ago, right?
Right.
The $5,600 shirt.
Yeah.
We knew it was good. We didn't know it was that good, and it was a total fluke thing, but it had
holes. It had holes in it, and we sold for $5,600. So. And
same with the shoes we sold, and then also the hat that we sold. All our top selling items that we've had, our biggest selling items, have had flaws.
$1,000 items all have had flaws.
Yeah. So don't be afraid.
And people, the shirt that we got, some other seller had that and threw it back, and we saw it as we were actually leaving the bin.
Yeah. And
picked it up. Because they didn't get it because it had holes in it. It had flaws, so they didn't even want it.
So don't be afraid. Especially look at people's throwbacks, too. If you're at the bin, look at their throwbacks because they throw back things. I mean, we used to sell, North Face, Mountain Hardwear, Patagonia, lots of jackets. I mean, this is a couple years ago.
Right.
But we used to we'd get them if they had flaws. Because
broken zippers or whatever. I mean, some of them are pretty easy to put the zippers in, and I would fix some of them. But a lot of them you couldn't fix.
We would lot them up.
Yeah.
And we would sell for hundreds of dollars lots of jackets. You know, there was like 5 or 6 jackets.
Right.
That all had flaws, holes, whatever. So don't be afraid.
But we don't do that anymore. We don't get really flawed North Face jackets anymore.
No.
Because they don't sell like they
Now,
do.
if I found an Arc'teryx, or however you say it, that had a flaw that was a men's, I'd get it.
Right.
Wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. There's certain things.
I mean, it depends on how much you're going to pay for it, but, if it was cheap, yeah.
Right. So, yeah. So, we're going to talk about that. We're going to actually show you some stuff we sold, but we'll also talk about what we've done this week. We did a bunch more wholesale lots, and we've sold. We only have,
I think there's only just a couple left.
I have a 50-piece lot and then a 15-piece lot left.
Yeah.
And then a men's jackets. We've actually sold.
I think we still have a free people. We did another free people lot.
We did do it all free people.
All free people. I don't think we've sold that yet.
Yeah.
But I think everything else is sold.
Yeah. We've actually done pretty well. And the problem is, okay, so we went and sourced and we got a bunch of stuff. Plus we pulled some of our inventory.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So by next week, we'll be pulling a lot more of our inventory. Yes. Narrow it down. I'm trying to get it to where we only have higher priced items.
Next week, I would like to definitely have a bunch of lots.
And the thing is, we have some good stuff. I mean, we have some new tag dresses and stuff that are really good.
Yeah, we have some good stuff for sure.
We just haven't sold them, or we just have them still sitting out there in our eBay stuff. So
yeah.
So we will actually be doing that. So beginning of next week, we're going to make up a bunch more lots.
Probably like Monday, yeah.
Yeah. And we'll be downsizing our stuff.
And we have a lot of people say, we want all Lululemon lot and stuff like that.
Me too.
Yeah, we do too. So we actually used to get a bunch of that, and we haven't been getting that as much. As
or
what we
we'll
used
get
to,
it and
but-
it has flaws, so then I just list it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we're not going to do lots like that. We're just going to make up decent lots and sell them like that. It can't be all Lululemon. And we did Free People because we
got a bunch of
got
it.
a whole bunch of it.
But we could go next week. I mean, we have some still on, but we could go next week and not get a bunch of it. So
that's something we consistently get quite a bit, though. But
so it's still going well. So we got to sell some lots. So thank you, anybody that's watched, because I know some of you guys have watched because you sent me messages.
Right.
Now we'll get into these sold flawed items.
I don't think that we even did a video on these things.
We didn't.
Right? We went to Long Beach outlet, and it's 99 cents a pound there, right?
It is 99 cents a pound.
And, well, this was obviously more than a week ago because we sent these things out to auction. So it was more than a week ago. We went there and we picked up 1 pound.
1 pound.
So 99 cents worth of leotards, right?
Correct.
There actually was some other ones I didn't put in here.
There was some shorts and like unitards and stuff that we sold.
There was a few other things that I didn't actually put in here, but
we're only talking these 1 pound. So
lucky.
we paid 99 cents or $1, you know, whatever, for this whole 1 pound of stuff.
But when we got these at the bin, they had problems. Every one of them.
Yeah. And we knew that.
Except one was actually pretty nice. But they were pretty rough. So, let me show you.
This one's faded.
You know I like these thong. So...
I like them too.
This, I don't... Hopefully you can see that. It's really chewed up. You can't read anything on the tag.
And it's really faded.
It's kind of stretched, faded.
So...
But we still picked it up. And
because we thought, well, maybe we'll make a big lot, but we ended up putting them out separately.
Yeah.
So we still sold this for $10.50.
$10.50 we sold that.
With the rips, I disclosed, with the fading, all that stuff, and stretched, and the inside bra was stretched out.
Yeah.
This is...
These all actually had some... They actually had quite a few spots on almost all of them. I washed them, got some of the spots out.
You did.
But they still had spots.
This is Marika. It's kind of like a little flower polka dot.
This one isn't in as bad a shape.
Right.
That first one was rough.
But it has some fading. Okay,
Yeah.
so still just $10 on this.
$10. This one was actually...
This was the nicest one.
This was a lot nicer. You could read the tag.
And it's a Moray Ultra super duper high cut.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see how high cut that is.
Okay, so this one was nicer.
We sold that for $38.04.
$38.04.
This is a Denise I have it written down. Monsenego, made in England. I'm not quite sure what that is, but we got it.
Thong.
This one has spots and is kind of thinning a little bit. Only $10 on that one.
Only $10.
But, you know, I'll take it. This again, but this one's shiny. It's
I know
ribbed.
this one should have been good. It had a bunch of spots. I got some of the spots out. I didn't get them all.
But there was 12 people watching it, and it didn't get any more bids, so it only sold for $10.
And this one only sold for $10.
But it does have spots, so I mentioned the spots, and this inside it had some spotting like right here. So
this one should have been better because of the shininess, but
what can you do? So
and this one also had spots.
It did have spots.
But we got
everywhere.
These all in one spot at the bin.
Right. But this one sold for $43.50.
Yeah, you can see.
But it's Dance France. So I don't know if that's a better brand. So.
Yeah, $43.50.
$43.50.
With spots. With flaws.
So the flawed ones, not including that nice Moray one because...
It was nicer.
It was nice. The flawed ones, $84 we made on the flawed ones, okay? That most people, they would just throw that
Well,
back.
they wouldn't get it. No one got them.
Yeah, nobody would get it. And they didn't.
No,
right.
No one did.
Right, nobody. Yeah. So,
except us.
Except us.
Except us.
Freaks. Okay, so total what we, made on all those was $122.04 on 1 pound.
And we paid $1 for them.
Yeah,
right?
we paid $1.
99 cents.
That people passed over. They passed over $122 just sitting right there in their face, right? So that's a 12,104% return on investment. I'll take that.
Yes.
12,000 times your money.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. We only spent $1 on it, you know. So, you know, I mean.
Okay, so the point is,
I pick these things up, you know, and it's like
pick up flawed items. Second point is
not any flawed item.
No.
Though
Not
you gotta
flawed.
have the right flawed items.
Okay.
And even though this only sold for $10, I mean, at the Long Beach it's only 99 cents a pound. This is really cheap because all these together weighed 1 pound. So this didn't weigh much at all. We sold for $10.
So maybe the first point is watch out for those thong leotards.
That's a good.
That's
point.
the first thing, because people like those. They definitely have a following. There's actually one of the people that bought those. They bought like 4 or 5 of them. So they have a following. People like them. The shiny, usually the better. So watch out for those thong leotards.
Yes.
Or swimsuits even that are like that. Second thing is, we know thong leotards are good, so we'll get them even if they're flawed.
Correct.
Right?
Right. And if you find something that's just really rare, or it seems like I've never seen anything like this, this is my outside the box type thing, is what it is. It's like, you know, it can have a hole or something. That doesn't bother me. I mean, some of the best selling stuff in the world has holes, you know, or spots, or
right.
You know.
I mean, if we're talking just like a nice Nike, or if we're just talking like a Nike sports bra or something like that, don't get it if it's messed up.
That's.
But if we're talking like, you know, an item has good resale value.
It's hard to tell you what to look for, but I know when I see something, it's like, well, because I've seen many clothes. I've looked through many bins for many, many years. I've seen just about everything you can imagine. And when you see something that you haven't seen, then you go, this is probably good. I've never seen one.
Right. Or you look up a comp and you see how good it is, but maybe the item has a flaw.
Right.
It still might be worth picking up.
Yes.
I mean, you got to judge it yourself, of course, right? But, you know, like the thing is, some $84 worth of flawed stuff right there. I mean, you know, $84, you can go out to eat a few times, or, you know, whatever.
Right.
Buy something for the kids, like some Tsum Tsums or something. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. That was the point of our video. We wanted to just like stress, because I know a lot of people talk about, you know, they get flawed items or something like that. Don't be afraid to list it, especially if you have money invested in it. You know, list it anyway. That's what I think. On anything almost.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I picked up a while ago a pair of like early 90s Nike. I think you actually just sent them out to auction today.
Oh, those Air
Jordan.
They're 80s, weren't they?
Maybe 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
But, you know, they were ripped, but they're stretched out. And they had a hole in the bottom. And I'm like, you know what? These are really cool, and they're good. I'm going to get them anyway.
We'll see if they're good.
Then, well, they're good if they don't have holes. I mean,
right, so we'll see.
I had my daughter stitch up the holes. We mentioned it and put them out, and they're still kind of rough shape, but hopefully they still sell pretty decent. So
yeah, a lot of that vintage Nike stuff we will still get.
Yeah. Because
once again, the 2 top selling items we had were both Nike.
Yes.
With holes. So we have this like, yeah. Anyway,
well, we don't even see things like that.
We don't.
Here.
So we haven't had a $1,000 item since we've been here.
No.
Nope. I don't think so.
I know we sold a $300 hat.
Yeah, we've had.
That might be the highest thing we sold since we've been to California.
And it was messed up.
It was messed up. It was flawed.
It was, seriously. It's crazy, right?
That's right. It was flawed. We sold for $300.
Was it that Patagonia hat?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, see?
I'm trying to think. Oh, no. You sold the Agent Provocative dress. What did you get for that? $500?
Was that $500? Maybe it was $400.
$400.
Okay, that was new with tags.
Yeah. That wasn't flawed.
But guess what? If I saw another one and it was flawed, I'd get it.
Yeah.
So, yes. There you
That's
go.
about the highest things that we've sold here.
I know.
Which
right?
is weird.
You would think in
We're in
LA
California,
you're going to have the higher stuff, but...
It's the Nike stuff that's from Oregon that's just really, really good.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm still digging.
We're still digging, right? You just
Of course, I'm sending the stuff out to wholesale, so someone else is going to get the $1,000 item probably.
Maybe. That'd be nice. Okay, so there was our little video for the day, lesson for the day. Don't be afraid to list flawed items on eBay. We have done it for 16 years. We've done it.
Yeah.
Our highest selling items, flawed. So don't be afraid to list that stuff out. And you never know what'll happen.
You never know.
Right?
Yeah. I'm surprised almost every time that we send out something that's flawed. It's like, really? Sold for that? No, obviously not always. Sometimes you go, well, I thought that
like on these, the one that was the most messed up, we had two that weren't too bad. They had a few little spots. They only sold for $10. The one that's ripped, messed up, sold for 50 cents more, but still it sold for more.
Yeah.
Like, what? That's crazy. Oh, well. There you go.
That's the way it is.
Okay. Back to work.
No thongs are the same.
No thongs. But watch for those thongs.
I don't know. Yeah.
Shiny thongs, vintage. We've sold a bunch of it. We got those vintage bathing suits. Did we get them the same time?
I don't know. It might have been the same time.
I don't remember.
I think we sold every one of those.
We have found at the Long Beach one, we have found more like this kind of stuff, like vintage swimsuits that are kind of high cut. Yeah. We found some funky stuff like that. It's not good for a bunch of stuff, but for some funky stuff, it's not too bad.
It's different.
It's different.
It's not the same as the LA one, though, where you can really get the good quality.
I wish LA was 99 cents a pound.
Yeah, me too.
But what can you do? Okay. Hope you guys are having a great week. We'll be back on Sunday with Sold Sunday.
Yep. Hopefully we have something.
Hopefully. Well, I put a sale out.
We actually did pretty good. I mean, we sold some good high dollar things this week, right?
Yeah, we did.
Pants for $75 and a skirt for $50.
Yeah, Ghost, made in England. I never really heard of it, and he got it. Was new with tag, and we listed out, sold for $50.
Yeah,
like overnight or over 2 days or something like that. So that was pretty cool. And those funky red line jeans.
We've had those for a while.
Yeah. We've had a pretty good week, and then plus we've been selling the wholesale lot, so we're actually getting a bunch of stuff out. So that's a good thing. We're getting it in and out, and that's our goal right now.
Yeah.
With the baby coming, to get in and out, so it's working out great.
Yep. We got a lot more to get out, though, coming up soon. So
we do. So that's what we'll be working on.
Yep. Yep, and I'll be going to the bin and getting some more good stuff, and we'll do a haul video, show you what's going to be in our lots coming up, plus a bunch of our inventory that we have now is going to be in it too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you got that. That's about it. Pick outside the box.
Hope you guys are having a great week. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate all the nice comments and everything. If you could like, comment, subscribe, that'd be great. Have a great week.
Thank you.